everybody. Welcome to Love in Black and White. Oh, I am your co-host, Manuelis Rojas
The Coco
Martin,
co-host.
the Coco co-host, Manuelis Rojas Martin Junior, along with my mi hermano, my bestie, my partner in crime, the one, the only, Jason J. Big Irish J. Hollingsworth. How you doing, Jay?
I'm great.
Yeah.
Question for you. So you have, real quick, before we
Yes.
get into the LB dub.
Yep.
Love in Black and White.
I
LB
like
dub.
how you did that.
Yeah. Do you do two other shows right now?
Yeah. So actually, let's see.
Hold on.
Okay,
No, that's okay.
Three other shows.
Oh shit. So you do 4 podcast shows or shows basically.
Yeah. It's a little too
perfect.
much. It's a little too much.
Okay. Here's the next question. On those intros in those shows, do you also call them your besties?
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Because
you fucking looked away.
No. I swear to God.
I think one of them you tweeted out. You were like, "It's doing this podcast with my bestie." Blah blah blah.
Oh no. I said my partner in crime.
I'm gonna go back and look at the tape.
Yeah,
Don't you fucking delete anything, man.
Well, yeah. It says I think it's with my buddy Senor Boone. So so me and Rasan, we did. It's called the '90s, and we just talk about old '90s shit.
That's so dope.
Yeah, man. We should have you on. We were talking about video games last week, but enough of that crap. We're here to put the love back in. You're right. And as always, Jay is drinking an energy drink because he wants his heart to explode.
Like with love and black and white. It's like it's weird. Maybe it's a getting old thing. I don't know. Like I did a lot of shit today running around. I was thinking about that actually right before this. And hey, Wrinkles, come here. Fucking, come here, buddy. He's in the closet. He's coming out of the closet.
I see
Wrinkles,
what you did there.
You're progressive. But I did all this shit, and I was like, fuck, I'm tired. I was like, is it lack of sleep? Is it just? I have only been getting like five hours sleep, so maybe that's it.
Dude, it's rough. I think it is us getting old, and also I think it's just maybe not being as active in COVID land. It's like normally,
that's why.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, normally we'd be running 3 miles a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I definitely think that it has to do with just quarantine, man. It's like there's only so many things you can do. I mean, and it's not like you could just go party with your friends or hit like 5 open mics. Like we used to. So
yes. All right, let's kick this bad boy off with our teaser from last week. Was how would you deal with your lady not liking your friends or your man?
Ooh.
We don't judge whatever your inclination is. Have you ever had, well, first, I mean, because you're in a relationship, you're married. Have you ever had that with Crystal, where has there been somebody where she's like, Manny, I don't know if that's,
I feel like
Phil?
she's had to. No, she actually likes Phil. She likes you, Phil. Who doesn't she like?
She was going to start not liking me though if I let your cat out.
If you had to kill the cat.
Yeah, the famous the feline incident.
Oh my God. Yeah. I think that the only people that she's had problems with are the people that she'll meet certain comedy buddies and they just kind of like talk shit, and they're like, oh, you didn't work hard and blah, 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 and all this stuff, and it's like, oh, now you got to go back. Like, she hates that shit. She's like, yo, he was at the parlor like day in, day out, doing shit jobs that nobody else wanted to do, like the sound, not getting paid for it, hosting the open mics, not getting paid for it,
fucking doing the guy's flooring.
Yeah, flooring. Oh my God, I still am mad at you that you gave him a hug.
Oh yeah, fucking valid.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I get it.
You fucking hugged his whole floor.
As long as I didn't hug his cock.
I mean, who knows? Okay, so yeah, and so let's say, so that's like people that basically are just assholes in general.
Yeah,
which I get.
Mean, it's never really been. I mean, I think.
What about somebody that's like borrowed money or has asked to borrow money, or somebody that shit on other people you lending money, and you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, she's had issues with that individual. He probably never watches this. But yeah, she's always like, I think she doesn't want to ruin friendships, but I ultimately think that like you kind of have to make that decision early on in a relationship, right? It's like if your person isn't gonna like your friends, you got to either decide, okay, maybe I got to get new friends, or this person just isn't going to work. And I think that if I didn't know her and she came in early on in the relationship was like, oh, you need a whole new set of friends, I'd be like, oh, well, this isn't going to work out. But she, you know what, actually, so I had a group of friends before, and they were just like, I don't know, they were down in like Kent, I don't know if you know where Kent, Washington is. But yeah, they were like, they'd make like racial jokes. She's like, I don't like those motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And not like racist racist jokes, but you know what I mean?
Like Tammy Joe.
Like Tammy Joe's, yeah, you know what I mean. But it's
you're like you're implying an awful lot there, Tammy Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
right.
know what y'all saying.
You're trying to crack jokes and they're just not on point. So yeah, she did not care for those friends. But outside of that, yeah, I mean, we've always had a good understanding, and it's like I get along with her friends. Her friends are great. I'm trying to think if there's any friends of hers that I haven't liked. I mean, later on, that but it's one she doesn't talk to anymore. So I mean, she had a friend, and this friend was literally like, she did one of those things where she was doing like beach body or some shit like that, and she was trying to use another friend's tragedy to boost her like following. She was like, oh, you should just use your dead mom is X, Y, and Z, and it's just like, oh, so yeah, man. Yikes. So it's I definitely think that you grow apart from like people who aren't genuine human beings, but for the most part, it's like I think we keep ourselves surrounded with good friends, and my friend circle is tiny, to be honest with you. I mean, outside of like you guys, I mean, you, Sean, Phil, and then my buddy Jeff, Carl, and yeah, I guess Boone, like Rashawn Boone.
I'm gonna lift Wrinkles up here because he's like he's in a playful mood, so I'm just gonna he'll probably chill if I bring him. Wrinkles.
Oh yeah, just ruin the podcast. That's fine.
The fuck up. He's the official mascot of because he's black and white.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
And we love him, right, Wrinkles?
Yeah. Right. But ultimately, I think that if you had a partner who came out early and was just like, I hate all your friends. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Or like, I don't care for them at all. You need to get some new friends. I don't think that relationship would work, but I think that there has to be that mutual respect. I don't know. What about you?
I'm trying to think if here's where my mind first goes to. Like, so I think a lot would have to do how serious am I with this girl?
Yeah.
Because like, let's say, for whatever reason, let's say I've been dating this girl for 3 months,
right?
And I don't know anybody that would not like you, Manny, but for whatever reason, let's say she's like, I don't know, I watched some of your podcasts and I don't, whatever the reason is, I'm not really, I'm not really cool with you hanging out with Manny. In that scenario, I literally would probably be like, look, Manny was here before you and he's going to be here after you. So, exactly. I mean, I can just have it where you guys are never around each other, then that's fine. But right. Manny's like a brother to me. So
yeah, I mean, like, but here's the thing: if it was Oprah, I'd understand, man. I'd be like, yo, just call me up on the weekends when she's gone.
Yeah. Now, if it's so that's like my first thought of like somebody that I'm in a new relationship, and if they're talking about somebody that I've known for 10, 15, 20 years, something like that.
Right. I'm thinking like Matt or any of those guys.
Yeah, you, Sean, Matt, any of them, but now, okay, let's say it's I'm in a scenario with like you. I'm married, or I'm a girl I've been dating for 3 years, and let's say it's Phil.
Right.
She because there's people that could maybe not get Phil.
Exactly.
Like we do, and we love him, and he's really got like a childlike heart,
He does.
And that wonderment and everything, but he's also done some crazy shit. And he'll be the first to tell you that he's done it, and he's not proud of it, and he's he's in recovery and he's sober. Like I think now it's 7 months he's going on.
Yeah, he's been sober for a minute though. I mean, so like I'm super proud of him for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said, somebody may not understand that and may want you to distance yourself.
Yeah,
and
so they're
how
like,
are you going to handle that?
Yeah, I would be like, well, first I would try and explain to them Phil. I'd be like, we all love Phil. I love Phil. Right. Funny enough, I just actually talked to him today, but I would be like, and Phil's like he's like our little brother. He's all of our like little brother,
Yeah.
And I would just try and explain like what he's been through and but it may just be like, I just don't get it. And I mean, excuse me, if it came down to like, Jesus God, man, a girl like I've been dating 3 years, wrinkles, chill out, buddy. And she's like, I guess I would just be like, let's settle on this. I'm gonna still talk to Phil. I'm still gonna, when I'm in town or he's in town, I'm gonna hang out with him. I'm gonna see him because I love the guy. He's like family. Totally. But I will, I will not have you two, mingle, so to speak. Yeah. And if she's like, well, it's him or me, then that's where it's fucking.
Yeah, I'm like, bye, Phil. I'm just kidding now. No,
I'll be like, he's fucking high. He won't even know. I'm just kidding.
No, you secretly, it's like you're cheating on her with Phil. You're like, all right, Phil, we're gonna go to the movies, but your name is Gerald.
Yeah. Now this brought up another scenario I was thinking of while you were asking. Okay, maybe when you were first dating Crystal, or just it's Tammy Joe, whoever, right? And you're a girl, you dig them, you're into them. And one of your friends is like, hey man, I don't know if you should, I'm not really feeling her. Which like, I don't know any of us though. I mean, just how, any of us would be like, hey man, you probably shouldn't put your dick in that chick. Or, none of us are, I don't think are really going to give a fuck unless, well, actually we have a friend that is dating someone that we're like one of our friends refers to as like, she put a spell on him. She's a witch.
Oh, yeah.
So fuck.
So okay, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. So yeah, I've been there. That's a tough one because I mean, you got to respect your boy's like, preference, his space, and that's his person. But I mean, that shit tore apart the friendship like you wouldn't even believe. And it's like, especially after so our friends had been through it. I mean, they had been friends for like 10 plus years, so like
20
years.
Roommates,
dogs, right? Roommates. I mean, they're for each other
so people know we went from me presenting a scenario to Manny to an actual scenario that we know of a buddy of ours.
And literally she kind of, took over and didn't like the other friend, and they haven't talked in a while, but they saw each other at a mic not too long ago and we're cool. But I mean, she still kind of dominates that relationship of like, oh, why do you need this? And he kind of, there's certain, oh God, that's so hard, man. There's certain guys who they'll ditch all their friends for, a girl. And that's the sad part about it, is that if it doesn't work, I think that the way our friendships work is we're always going to be there for, the friend. But I mean, like, damn, man, to cut everybody off, like, fuck. So that's rough.
I had a girl I was dating. This was a while ago. She was a long time ago. She's Korean and black. She was raised in like Korean customs, so she was kind of quiet, and people that, if you didn't know her, could take that as like, man, she's kind of standoffish and stuff.
Right.
And that's actually like, I went out on like, me and her went out with a bunch of our friends on like a 4 or 5 couples. I think we went to see a movie, went and had dinner and everything. And she was just kind of quiet and reserved in general. And like one of my buddies was like, is she like, she seems like she's not really feeling us, or is she a bitch, or what's like, all this stuff. I'm like, well, why would I date a girl that is a bitch? Like, I had to tell him, I was like, no, she's just kind of, she's really just, she's kind of quiet, she's just but she's no, she's just chill. And then actually, and it wasn't like about him, and I'll say the names because it was, so Isabel, when I was dating Isabel, she did not like, she doesn't like marijuana or weed smoke, which I don't smoke weed except for once every blue moon as like a special occasion.
Right.
But at the time, me and Calderon were roommates, and Calderon smoked weed. And so
that's right.
So she didn't want to come over to our place because it would smell like weed, or his room at least. Yeah. And which I was like, I get it. I totally get that. And so I guess we'll just do the fucking at your place. No, I would just make sure that there was a lot of air fresheners for any time she was coming over,
Dude, yeah, that's such a hard one. I mean, because there's little things that can that you can understand, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, yeah, as far as Isabel goes, like, I get it. You don't want to be around weed. Even as a nurse, I don't know if she maybe had drug testing and stuff,
Yeah.
or she would have to be careful about it. But it's like, yeah, man. I mean, that's tough. I would say if it's a, but going back to the original question, if it's a new relationship, yeah, I mean, that's, I'd probably be like, sorry, Jay's still gonna be here. I've known him, for yeah, almost,
It'd be like,
close
when
to.
you fuck up, who you think I'm going to vent to?
Exactly. Who you think I'm gonna go live with?
Yeah.
So
After I put this dick on you, who you think I'm going to go? so fucking dumb. Okay.
Man.
Jay and Manny, would you have a problem if your partner was frequenting strip clubs? So, oh man. So they're going to okay, we'll do both scenarios. Okay, so what if Crystal was going to strip clubs to see women, and also and then the scenario if she was going to fucking the Thunder from Down Under, and like she's like, maybe she goes, here, we'll do the scenario. So it was one of her friends' bachelorette party, so they went one, they did, and obviously you were like, yeah, go have fun, whatever. Then that gets done. Then fucking the 2 weeks after that, she's like, hey, so we had so much fun. Here, we'll do the scenario. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I'm not Tammy Joe. I'm Crystal. Okay. Hey, Manny.
Hey,
I'm still doing Tammy Joe. I feel like
just do Tammy Joe. Just do Tammy Joe. Yeah.
Hey, Manny,
Hey, how you doing, Tammy Joe?
Oh, pretty good. Just came back from a meeting. So I was alcohol, as far as you know. So you know how I was I went to the little strip club with Sarah Lee.
Yeah. It sounded like you and the cupcake girl had a great time.
Oh, we saw some cakes.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But,
that's why I hear it.
It was just like a one-time thing, but we had so much fun. We were thinking about maybe going again next week. Is that cool with you?
Yeah. I mean, as long as I get updates every 5 minutes, like where you're at and what you're doing. Go ahead. Yeah. Just call me after,
Okay, cool. So since you're cool with that, we actually bought like a Groupon, so we can go actually every week for the next 6 months. I just want to make sure that was cool.
I think at that point I would be like, you know what, a real lady, like Martin Lawrence said, a real lady would keep her ass home some goddamn time. No, that would be hard, man. If like your lady was going to the strip club every week, like I'd be like, what are you missing here at home that's like not?
Well, I mean, they're white. Oh, did I say that? I was just, Tammy Joe.
Tammy Joe, goddamn.
The old ways are coming out.
It's God, that's so tough because it's like if it's a good relationship, but yet there's something that she's not getting. You know what I mean? It's,
Okay. So here we'll keep doing the scenario, and I'll try not to. I mean, I'm gonna throw in a joke if I see one. All right. So, okay. So you're like, what do you? Your question again? What are you missing?
Yeah. So it's like, Tammy Joe, I don't know. Are you missing something here at home that
oh no, I get more than everything I need. It's right. Just, we just go for fun. It's just like girls' night out. We just having fun. Like when you and your friends, you guys go play cards, or you play like Call of Duty online and everything. That's like your hangout. It's just our joysticks are dicks.
Oh man, yeah. As long as you're not touching them, I'm fine. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
I don't touch them necessarily
with my hands.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I think ultimately I'd be okay if she was going once every 6 months. I just feel like
every 6 months.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like if that's just something you got to get out like twice a year, but you're not like doing anything crazy. You're not just like, God, because it's like, those guys are just, they don't care, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're just like, they're probably groping ladies, all kinds
and
of
Tammy
stuff.
Joe's thick.
Yeah, Tammy Joe's, yeah.
She's got that corn-fed thick ass.
And it's just like
white girls,
curly hair, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I would be like, I just Tammy Joe, you talked about how much of a Christian you were, and I just don't. That's not very. It's not very Christ-like to be going and to the
We were
strip club.
real Christian. I remember we used to have crosses on our lawn. It was like crazy. At least my dad did. Jesus Christ, so fucking bad.
All right, so let's flip the scenario around.
Okay.
Okay. So, Corin.
What's up, Quarren?
How you doing, Jay?
Good.
First off,
how you doing, my queen?
You just have been treating me so good, Jay. And I just wanted to say it's been a little crazy. Me and the girls, we we had the little bachelor party a few weeks ago, bachelorette party, and it got a little crazy. Okay, it got a little crazy. I'm talking whipped cream everywhere. You know what I mean? I didn't touch nothing. I didn't touch nobody. But my girls were, they were all about that life. And we were just thinking about going back to the Thunder Down Under and just having a good time, but we just really want to go for the crab legs that they serving. So,
as long as you don't come home with crabs,
it just girl, you know me, I just
girl,
shit, I get
watch you in the mouth. Why don't you just stay here and partake at Chunkendale's?
Jay, I'm a big fan of six packs, and I know you were giving me some them beer six packs, but I just need the other kind. And some of them are black, so I need a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna go to the Luscious Lady probably while you're there, if that's cool with you.
I like it's so hard because it's like me and you, that's not our pastime. We don't want to go to a strip club.
Yeah,
so it's
I hate strip clubs. I do a whole joke about I hate strip clubs, but
strip clubs are the worst. Like, it's the most random. Like, I don't want, like you always say, I don't want a boner sitting next to my best friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, and it's also like, I mean, if it's a legal strip club, it's like it'd be like going to a buffet and you're like, oh fuck, look at all this food. And you start filling up your plate and then you go to sit down. The guy's like, no, you can't eat all this shit. You can just you saw it. You got no look but no touch. My honest, I'm just trying to think. My honest thing, if it was the one-off thing, go have fun, blah blah blah. If you start like going, well, we're gonna. I mean, I'd probably try and be honest. I'll be like, honestly, it makes me feel like there's something lacking.
Exactly.
You don't love the big man no more.
That's what I'm saying, right?
So I
think if I had a girlfriend, wife who was just going to the Thunder Down Under all the time, I think I'm going to address it and have a problem with it, just because it's like, look, if clearly this isn't what you wanted. You know what I mean? You want to be out, you still want to be single. So I don't want to hold you back. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing. So
okay, Tammy Joe's back. Okay. So I respect that. You are my king. Okay. So what about if we just go out for drinks? Just at the local lounge.
Oh yeah, I mean if it's just a local lounge every week, I don't know. So yeah, if it's me, I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm like, because I'm not a huge drinker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Neither me or you don't really drink. So I mean, if
you don't gotta go.
No. So that's another hard thing you got to think about, right? So it's like, depending on what age Tammy Joe is, like, that's another thing is like, I've done all my like clubbing days. You know what I mean? We've done the whole walk out of the parlor, loud ass music, then just it's the most annoying thing now that when you're in your 30s and you move on to your 40s, you're like, nah, I'm good.
Then and then Tammy just throws this at you. Yeah. Okay, well, what can I do, Manny? What is okay with you?
If you clean these dishes, I'd be no. Let me PC that. Yes, we just want to say here on Love It Black and White that there are no gender conforming duties that need to be done in a relationship. Both parties should be doing all the cleaning together as a unit. If you're a man, don't be lazy. Get up there and clean for your lady.
But I'll go clean those manuals. So if she's like, okay, what if that's it, man? I always whenever we do these scenarios, like I know we're throwing jokes and everything, but I also try and put my mindset into it, and I think of the uncomfortableness where, like, if she's like, hey, can we go to strip clubs, whatever, right. And you're like, I mean, I was cool with the one, but I feel a little weird about it. Okay, cool. What if we're going to go to this lounge maybe every day after work or every Friday after work? And you're like, oh, fuck, it's it. So then then it
Yeah.
gets to, then I know, like, as guys, well, I mean, I'm assuming you're probably the same. It's like, I said this a long time ago to a girl. It's like, I hate that I have to tell you that I don't like it or that I don't think that's a good idea. Ideally, I wish you would like look at it and be like, well, if the roles were reversed, you know, how would I feel about this? And
Right.
you just kind of understand or realize that this is probably not a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm totally with you. It's like, you know,
Oh no, Manulus. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Manulus. Oh no.
oh God. Oh no.
Are
Okay.
you
No,
back?
wait, hold on. I'll be right back. Let me, yeah, yeah, hold on.
No,
Let
no,
me
you're
just,
back. You're back now.
okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So,
So what were you
all right.
saying?
So, like Crystal is always okay if, you know, my coworkers are like, hey, let's go grab a drink after work. Mostly I think it's hard because as a comic, like I always had to leave after work super quick to go do shows, right? So anytime my coworkers were like, hey man, you never stick around, let's go grab a drink, she's okay with it, right? But
Does she know
I
that
think
your co-worker Lisa calls her vagina drink? Why don't you
I'm
come
just
grab a
sitting there like,
drink?
get a little taste. Oh
Yeah.
man. Like you know that so I think that yeah, and it also depends who are you going to this drink with? You know what I mean? Like are all your coworkers girls? Do you have any guy friends that are coming to hang out? Because I mean, with us, it was
Crystal's
always
like, are they fat? Then all right.
exactly. Yeah. How much do they weigh?
Yeah. I need the group
Uh,
weight.
but yeah, no, it's you know, and I think I'd be the same way. I mean, you know, anytime she wants to go out with her girls after work, I'm like, yeah, enjoy yourself, because it's like I think you have to have a good balance of friendships and you know going out. You can't just be just you and her the whole time. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
you know, I think that that's not healthy for anybody. You got to have good balance of friendships and family and going to see other people from time to time. So,
Oh man,
yeah.
it's just I hate that. I hate that feeling like you're, you know, if somebody's doing something that you are that's making you feel a certain way. I
Right.
hate feeling like I have to bring it to their attention and like you know, almost like I'm telling them, like I'm scolding them or like telling them like what they can or can't. I hate feeling that way or hate,
Exactly. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, ultimately, I don't want to keep you from doing whatever you want to do, but you know, because I'm not your parent. It's like you know, I'm supposed to be your partner and figuring this stuff out together. But it's like if you're going out every single Friday and I'm just sitting at home, yeah, there's probably going to be a problem. You
why
know,
are you walking home limping?
That's
All
so stupid.
right,
Uh,
next one. What are your guys' thoughts on Kanye West and Kim Kardashian divorce? Yeah. I mean, I honestly like I actually was trying to write a joke about, because everybody shits on Kim Kardashian, and
yeah.
I actually wanted to write a joke about like how much shit she has done. Like people fucking prop up Marilyn Monroe, and I'm like, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, what does she do versus like Kardashian? Kim's like getting her law degree. She did that shit where she got people out of jail and like
Yep.
was working on reform and shit like that.
Okay, so we left off on Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, sorry, technical difficulties, everybody. But yeah,
Manny's on dial-up.
so yeah, Kim and Kanye. So I mean, I honestly think that Kim, you know, tried
Yeah,
like from, you know, there, I mean, she stood by him through a lot of craziness that was going on. And I don't know what Kanye is going through. I mean, he's talked about being bipolar and all that stuff, and
dude, that's got to be hard to be married to, though, right? It's like my dad was a bit bipolar, and it was just like you know starting fights out of nowhere. And the thing with Kanye, you know, he said he didn't need any help. He said he had his friends to talk to. So it's like you know, as somebody's partner, I mean, you want them to work and fight for a relationship, right? So I get it, man. Like, you know, shout out to Kim, you know, because like you were saying, the reform thing has been huge. She's trying to get her degree and better herself. You know, she had a TV show that netted, it gave everybody, you know, like it made everybody in that family lucrative, right? It made
yeah,
everybody to where, I mean, but shit, Kanye got what, 6 billion, I heard, or something like that. I don't know if
yeah.
that's true, But I mean, I think both parties are going to be okay. My big thing
Yeah.
is, yeah,
Yeah, you think.
yeah. So, if like, in all honesty, I hope Kanye
Yeah.
he gets help, because even Jay-Z said he missed his old friend, when Kanye was normal. I think honestly, him losing his mom at a
Oh
young
yeah.
age, I think that played a huge part. So that mental health thing is it's no joke, man. And can you imagine during a pandemic, okay, you're a celebrity, you used to going everywhere you want to go. You're like, you fly anywhere, do anything you want. Now you think about these celebrities, you're forced to be on lockdown with somebody who you're supposed to like. Do you really even know that person? Like Kelly Clarkson, yeah, she had to apparently, her and her husband had to spend time together, and they realized that they just weren't meant together, meant to be together. So I think that some of that stuff is kind of eye-opening.
I don't
So
know if I told on here. I've been doing a joke where I mentioned during COVID the divorce rate went up, which is true.
yeah.
And I say, so I guess what that means is you may love someone, but when you're around them, you can't fucking stand them.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need that time apart. And
Mhm.
in the joke, I say that's why everybody loves the McRib. it's because it's never around. It shows up every 6 months. People are like, oh fuck, it's great. And
Yeah,
you're like,
man. That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's already hard enough to be a celebrity. People all in your shit. So it's like, damn, can you imagine? It's like you and Corin are just great, by yourself, and then all of a sudden, shit just blows up, and both of you are famous overnight, and now every little problem you have is out in the media, and it's just amplified. It's like, oh, Jay and Corin aren't getting along. And it's on TMZ saying, "Oh, Corin was at Thunder Down Under," and it's like, what did she get into? She stumbled out drunk. So it's like everything is amplified.
Let me ask you this for
Yeah,
you
yeah.
personally with the quarantine. Did you feel, and maybe you and Crystal have talked about it, maybe you didn't, maybe there was something, maybe there wasn't, but did you personally ever feel like, okay, I need to kind of adjust to this? We're here basically 24/7 around each other. Did you have any like feelings with that, or have to adjust with that, or
I mean, ultimately, I think we're in such a good spot. I mean, we
that's
don't
great.
we bickered like a few times, where we got in our little fights. I'd say we had two fights, but anybody living in an apartment with two cats that are annoying are gonna you're gonna butt heads a little bit. I think that it's so tough. I mean, you don't have the space to like move around, see other people. I mean, but for the most part, we communicate, we go do stuff, and it's funny how much your perspective changes when you even go do little things. Like when we made it a point to go like work out, like go run upstairs, and then like go for a mile run, and you just feel so much better. You're talking, but when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
stuck inside and you don't see the sunlight, and you know how Seattle is, man, it's just
Dude.
like everything starts weighing on you, and everything feels that much more amplified than it really is. So
Oh yeah, dude. When I was up there, and there was one of the days that was like most of the weather was great while I was up there, but there was one
yeah.
day where it was Seattle weather, rain
Mm-hmm.
and everything, and I was like, "Yep, this is what I don't like."
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
All right, where are we at? Okay, cool. Oh, this is a good one. It says J, but we'll do it both. What
Okay.
is your advice on hooking up with exes? Are booty calls a bad thing? Woo.
Ooh.
Um, I is it a bad thing? Think it's all on communication. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, are you like trying to get a booty call by presenting something that's not going to happen? Like, are you like,
Yeah.
oh, let's, we should, I thought about we should get back together. Why don't you come over and we'll talk about it? You know?
The girls at the parlor, they had this saying. They said that they would rather hook up with an ex than a random guy because they
Mm.
don't want to waste any dick space. I'm like, the fuck is dick space?
Yeah.
So
Is it on Zillow? How many square
yeah,
foot is in your vagina?
exactly. They said that they didn't want to add to that number.
Uh,
So I mean,
that's, I mean, yeah, that's, yeah, there's, I mean, if let's say you break up with someone and like, I think for the most part, all my exes, I'm still cool with. Like,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I could talk to him. I don't, I'm trying to think if there's an ex that, yeah, but like my friend Danae, like
Yeah.
if we had just broke up and then we're still talking and she's like, I'm not really seeing anybody. And I'm like, I mean, I'm busy, haven't seen anybody. And she's like,
Right.
you know, and then we're just like, we want that, I guess, satisfaction or release. She wants this big old dick.
Jesus Christ.
So stupid. I think it's fine, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to let me read this again. It was hooking up with exes, and what was the other thing?
Booty calls.
Oh yeah, booty calls. I mean, yeah, I think they're all
I think
fine.
it's fine as long as, you know, both parties are, you know, cool with it. And, you know, I do think that sometimes you run into that friends with benefits thing where it's like you think that there's not going to be feelings attached, but for one side there may be feelings attached to it. So you got to keep that in mind too when you're doing that kind of stuff. But I mean, as long as you're on good terms, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
yeah, as long as you both are in the same headspace and everything's cool. Yeah, and who knows? Also, maybe you both are going into it as like, hey, let's just we both want it, need it, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then maybe
Totally.
you're like, you know, why did we stop talking? I don't know,
Yeah.
you know, and maybe fucking knows, maybe sparks will reignite.
That's the thing too. And you know, you think about it, and it's like, especially during COVID, you know, it's so hard to date anyways. It's like maybe, you know, if things didn't end horribly, maybe, you know, you're able to find out why and, you know, rekindle and fix it. And so, I mean, look at Ray J and his lady, right? Aren't they getting back together?
Kim?
Princess something?
Oh,
I don't,
sorry.
yeah. He probably, yeah. Shit.
Okay, this is I'm sorry, I'm rearranging this so I can put the teaser in.
Yeah.
This goes up here. Okay. We'll do this one and then we'll hit our teaser.
Okay.
Jay or Manny, or both. Let's say the lady you're dating or married to is a huge country music fan.
Ugh.
Would you attend various concerts with her? I can say immediately yes. I would. My whole thing is like I've said this for a long time. If I'm with somebody that I like, I can have fun shoveling shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's I don't like shoveling shit, but if me and you were doing something and we're cracking jokes and we're it's that misery loves company and we're like, what the fuck, we're shoveling shit, you know. So same thing, like if I'm with my girl and, you know, I enjoy hanging out with my girl,
Right.
that would be a scenario that I'd probably be like, if she was like, I know you don't like country music and you know, but I'd really like it if you go to this concert. Or would you go? Maybe she's just like, I know you don't like country music. I have this ticket. Would you go with me? I would be like, yeah, I'm going to get fucking high and I'm going to have the fucking time of my life. I'm going to get a cowboy hat. Let's fucking do it up. Fuck it.
Oh man. I mean, for me, I'll go to
Shall we do Tammy Joe?
Oh my God. Oh yeah, do Tammy Joe. Because that's exactly what I'm thinking is if the concert's in Missouri, I don't want to fucking go to Missouri. You know, and be in the middle of it too.
Okay. Hi, Manulus.
Oh, hello there, Tammy Joe. How you doing today?
You just got out the shower looking all glistening bronze.
Right, I'll try to get a little yoked up for you. You know,
sexy. All right. Do you need some cocoa butter?
I am feeling a little ashy.
What if she's like, that's what you guys use, right? she's trying so hard, but she still has these underlying like little like, yeah, I think it was a little racist, Tammy Joe. What? I thought I'm trying, man. You listen. I don't talk to my father no more. Okay, so she's like, man, you listen. Yeah, so there's this Leonard Skinner cover band. Like, and,
oh my God.
I was just, you know, I know you're not a big country fan. I don't know why, but and it's the concerts in Mississippi. And I just wanted to see if I'll pay for the flights in the hotel. And it's just I would like it if wanted to see if you'd go with me to go see Leonard Skinner.
So I'm gonna have to say no because I once was in Jackson Hole,
My
Wyoming.
father was right.
I was in Jackson Hole with a radio.
You could be in Tammy Joe's hole.
So we were at a concert and
this is a true story.
100% true.
Jackson Hole, okay.
Jackson Hole, and I won't put the radio host on blast, but he's a good friend of mine, and he was like, you know, I don't smoke, but he was like, here, smoke this, right? And so I hit the little, you know, the little pen, and so like I ended up being a little high, right? Yeah. We're backstage, and we're both just kind of wandering around. He's Jewish, I'm black.
By the way,
And
where's Jackson Hole?
Wyoming.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right,
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's super nice place. It's super liberal city, but Leonard Skinner's out there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm backstage.
Oh, it was Leonard Skinner.
It was Leonard Skinner.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck,
100%. And I looked down, and we both looked down, and it's the Confederate flag, and we're like, "Oh fuck, we shouldn't be back here." You know what I mean? And so, like, I just remember just how uncomfortable. So, a Leonard Skinner concert, fuck no.
Yeah, I said that specifically.
Yeah,
the Leonard Skinner, because I
Yeah.
think that was like on some of their albums or some shit. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, but
okay,
you know, like,
okay,
but
so
if it is,
okay, it's Garth Brooks. How about that?
Garth Brooks. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Here's the thing: depending on where it is, I don't want to go to like middle of like Eastern Washington and go do this. But if it's in, Seattle, if it's in a liberal city, then I'm like, yeah, let's go see Garth Brooks. Let's go see the Dixie Chicks. You know what I mean? I don't even think country people like the Dixie Chicks anymore, but I can fuck with the Dixie Chicks.
And then Tammy Joe throws this. By the way, it's kind of like a theme. Dress up. So I was gonna go like as a Southern Belle. What did you want to go at? Again, she just keeps showing this shit. You're like, the fuck, Tammy Joe?
I got this nice potato sack.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Oh fuck, God. I love fucking Tammy Joe. It's just so fucking. I don't talk to my family.
My father was right about you.
Yeah,
can I have another man julep?
I'm trying to think if there's any, like, if there was a concert, if it was like something related to the performer, that, like, if you were like, hey, you want to go see Tekashi 6ix9ine, I fucking can't stand that dude.
No, yeah.
So I'd be like, fuck that guy. Or if you were like, or somebody, some racist piece of shit, I'd be like,
for
nah.
sure. But then, I'll say this: there are certain concerts I feel too old to go into. So like, but Crystal is fearless, right? Crystal ran into a Joey Perp concert, which was all like, I don't even know who it is, right? So we're at like this huge festival, and it's just all these like 19-year-olds like dancing in the middle, just going crazy. And Crystal's like, "Come on, let's go!" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And this dude Joey Perp's just like, people just bumping into each other, just going crazy. And I was like, "All right," but I mean, when you're with your person, it's not I'm down to go do whatever. And so,
all right, so dude, I literally, like, I would just be like, okay. And even if like, let's say not a concert, but let's say your girl's asking you to do something that you really in your head, you're like, I'm not gonna have, this is like the last thing I ever want to fucking do.
Yeah, you're doing a sip and paint.
Yeah, I get. Then again, it would be like, I try and think, okay, how can I make this fun? So I love the person I'm with. We always have fun, so that'll be fun. So okay, what the actual thing that we're gonna be doing, I'm kind of like, nah. So what I'll do is I'm like, well, okay, if it's a sip and paint, it's gonna be a chug and paint. I'm gonna get fucking hammered. I'll be like, let's take an Uber and get fucking hammered. Let's have fun, or I'm gonna smoke weed, or I'll do an edible, and
I feel like Tyler needs to create that. So they have sip and paints for alcohol. They need to do like a drug and paint or something like that. Like smoke and paint, you know what I mean, or edible and paint. Yeah,
that's good. I'll text him and tell him it was my idea. It takes off and he gives me a percentage of it.
You're right.
Sorry, Manny. I was just, I don't talk to my family.
Just taking a black man's idea and
exactly.
With it.
Oh God. All right, let's do our teaser for next week while we still have a connection.
Yep.
How would you address your partner turning down multiple requests to try new things in the bedroom?
Ooh, that is a great question. All right,
Tammy Joe. Man, I had some ideas on some role playing.
I was wondering, would you put on these sheets?
Jesus Christ! Oh God! All right, what are you plugging, Manulus?
So I'm really excited. Next week we have another live that we're gonna do, but for Love in Black and White. So make sure that you tune in for that. It's gonna be great. Also check out my latest 90s retro podcast with Rasan Boone and Sanders. So yeah, it's a great podcast. Other than that, catch me on the Hollingsworthless every Wednesday. So it's one of my favorites. But we do them live on Tuesdays. So if you want to ask questions live, tune in. About 5:30. 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern.
That's the exactly. That's the time for. So if you're listening to this the day that it launches, or the Love in Black and White on Tuesday, that's what time we're going to record it. This Tuesday night at 5:30 Pacific. I'm plugging So Holling's Worthless podcast. I got a new show coming out called Fucking Boo, Bombing Stories with Jay. And it's all of like bombing, whether it's stand-up bombing, it could be bombing when you had to do a corporate speech, whatever. All about bombing, your worst bomb. And recorded a few episodes already. And Manny's
could asking a girl out be a bomb?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I'm gonna tell a story, a bomb of. And actually, you know what? I'll give a little preview here on Love in Black and White. It's just a quick thing. Dude, I don't remember the girl. I don't remember what was happening. I just remember what. Okay, I was in a hotel room. I think it was in Oregon, and I think that I was like, I was living in another state, but I'd come back. Maybe I was doing shows or something. And I was in a hotel, and me and this girl, we were gonna go do something.
Yeah,
and she came to the hotel room, and I think we were like waiting. We had reservations at a certain time, and we were just killing time before we went to the reservations or something.
Yeah.
I was tired for whatever reason. And so I'm like, she was sitting by the couch or by the bed, and I was kind of laying on the bed, and we were watching TV, and I passed out. Like I just kind of dozed off. And when I dozed off, I farted so loud that it woke me up, and immediately I realized what had happened. So as I'm waking up from a fart, I went like, and then and then neither one of us addressed it, like talked about it. And then I don't think me and her went on this date. Oh,
so
fuck,
good,
dude.
so good.
But yeah, I mean, that's
fucking boo.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. There's much more to the story than that, but as far as comedy goes, I'll be in Sacramento this weekend. Laughs Unlimited. They're back inside. There's no more performing outside for the shows. I'm grabbing wrinkles. I'll be at Laughs Unlimited this weekend. Dates coming up. I'll be in Vegas at LA Comedy Club. I'm headlining there for a week. I'll be at other dates coming up. What do I have? Oh, I'll be in Colorado Springs coming up. I'll be in Tacoma. You can go to bigirishj.com and see all the dates. Dope. Other than that, until next week, Manulus.
We'll be putting the love back in your right. It's Love in Black and White.